So let's talk real quickly about what's going on in crypto. Going to give you kind of an update of current state of the union of crypto. We're down about 2% right now, but I also want to talk to you about BRICS, the countries that are moving off of the dollar, possible impact on crypto there. Secondly, we've got some movement of some stuff going on around the SEC, Gary Gensler. There is some interesting scenarios developing there. So stick around for that, as well as we're going to talk about Bitcoin kind of retesting below that $30,000 mark and what are we seeing from there. So all those things are going to be discussed. Stick around to the end because it's got a lot to cover, but I'm going to do it real quickly for you. As always, if you haven't already done so, that subscribe button below. Let's jump into this. So right now, crypto, as I said, is trading right below that 2% down scenario. Bitcoin, like I mentioned, is tested down to 29.2 and has been as high as 30,400, but right now down about 3+%. Like I mentioned to you earlier, we've got countries, I'm sure you've heard of this, BRICS, where you've got countries like China, Russia, Brazil, things of that nature, where they are abandoning the US dollar as reserve currency. Saw a couple of tweets from different sides of the aisle, from Trump and from different sides of the aisle talking about this. But at the end of the day, companies giving up the US dollar as reserve currency is something to keep an eye on. It's something I want you to be aware of to see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out in crypto right now, its impact on crypto. But it's something I just wanted to kind of make you aware of. And that's really all I want to touch on in that regard. But this is one that I thought was very much worth at least, talking about in a video. So U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson, and I saw this tweet earlier today, is introducing legislation to basically fire SEC's Gary Gensler. And if we scroll down here, I'll show you the original tweet. This was a watcher talking about it right here, but this is the original tweet that I actually saw, where like I said, U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson, it says, to correct a long series of abuses, I'm introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities Exchange Commission, replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board, all that kind of stuff. Sorry about that. So we got some interesting things playing out there. And I think, we've all known, if you've been watching crypto for a while, we've all known that the SEC is definitely not pro crypto as far as kind of the current current management, if you will, that are running the SEC. And so we'll see how this plays out as well. Drop in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this. Would love to hear your opinion on this. Also, something else I want you to be aware of. So talking about basically Bitcoin heading under 30,000, we're now looking at that to kind of retest and see if we bounce back up, if we hold that number. Now, if you don't own Bitcoin, fine, I get it. But you also need to remember that, this number right here, 1,250,000,000,000, that about 60+% of that number is made up of Bitcoin and Ethereum's market cap. So if you add up that number plus that number, you're going to get to well over 50 to 50, 60-ish% of that market capitalization. So said a different way, Bitcoin and Ethereum make up 60% of the overall market capitalization of the entire crypto market. So even if you don't own Bitcoin, which, by the way, not investing advice, in my opinion, you should, because for a good diversification strategy, you should keep an eye on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, what we're seeing is that Ethereum's been running pretty hard. Look at the 7-day percentage, up 10%, and Bitcoin up 1%. Bitcoin stole the show in Q1 of 2023. And now what we need to see, and it is starting to happen, is we're starting to see the money flow into Ethereum, money flow into other altcoins. We've seen Cardano run real hard, XRP run real hard. We've got a lot of movement, not showing today right this minute, but you can see in the 7-day, Cardano's up 12, Dogecoin up 9. Now the Dogecoin thing is because of the rocket launch that went off today, but like right here, Solana up 19%, Avalanche up 16%. So we're starting to see the money flow into the altcoins, Ethereum, and everything else as well. Not to take anything away from Bitcoin, but this is the way the money flows: Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. And so want to see that continue to develop. So like I said, I wanted to give you a real quick kind of walk around the proverbial crypto park. Let me know your thoughts as always. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Take care.